reason I did that, and I'm just going to double check it actually did restart the stream. Lucky I muted that. Oh, it's going to play an advert. So it says Rust to WebAssembly, but I've just changed that. It shouldn't be Rust to WebAssembly. It should be 3D Gaming Rust to WebAssembly. Much better. We can close down this because we don't need big primes anymore. And we need a new project. Repos. What do we want to call this? I've had an idea for actually an extreme version of Game of Life. So maybe we'll do that. Description. Game of Life, but not as you know it. Public, initialize this with a readme. Do we want a license? Sure, we do want a license actually, and you know what? I want to use the same license as we were using on Big Prime, so Apache and MIT. Let's dual license it. Nothing wrong with a bit of dual licensing. Start off with MIT. Does it let me add another one? No? Alright, well we'll keep MIT for the moment. Create repo. Great, we've got a new repo. Let's tidy things up here. Do we want a wiki? No, we don't want a wiki. Do we want issues? We don't want issues, but we need to record them. I'm not going to worry about the project. Yeah, keep me updated with security alerts. Let's pretend anyone actually uses this feature, but yes, fine for the moment. Let's keep all the 3 different kinds of merging. Restrict editing to collaborators only. Should we use a wiki? I'll just leave that one alone. Is there a save button I have to push? Oh, it's just dangerous stuff. Okay, let's not click any of that. Okay, the wiki tab has already gone. Head back to code. So to begin with, I feel like I'm going to not bother with my huge, ridiculous CI and CD pipeline that I had on that last project. To begin with, let's just commit straight to master because, you know, this is a guess, this is a proof of concept, this is a figure out as we go. So guess we're gonna have to check out our new copy of the code. Grab a copy of that. Yes, please. Let's go up a couple of directories. And git clone Game of Life. Is it possible to lose the Game of Life? Don't know yet. I have to decide. Let's go in there. Alright, we've got a license, we've got a readme. What an exciting combo that is. Tell you what we don't have. We don't have this. Open a folder. Game of Life. Okay, do that. It'll reload, sure. Then it's gonna, you know, boot up WSL and all sorts of things. Then we're gonna need, so reopen folder in WSL. I think it already was. Okay, we've got stuff. We've got stuff. Let's open another window, and then in that I can just go back to a previous project to grab some of the stuff that I know we're going to need. So we're not going to need most of this, but got git attributes, so we might as well. Can I copy this? Can I paste in here? Is that a thing? Oh, I can. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Let's also. So the git attribute, let me just explain what I'm doing. So this git attributes file, this converts all line endings to Linux because otherwise pain. And this is a git ignore file where we are simply saying ignore the .idea folder, don't commit that to our git histories, and ignore the target. we might change. But this is target is where we end up compiling our code to. And .idea we just don't need. So we're going to need a cargo TOML. Are we? It's a good point actually. What do we actually need at this point? Probably need a bit of. Do we want this to be a web-based game, or do we want this to be just a normal kind of binary thing? Let's take the whole cargo.toml. Do that. Let's call this Game of Life. Crate type. Don't know what these are. Keep them for now, but maybe we'll try deleting those. This I remember us needing because it gives us some nice backtrace. Do we need seed? No, we don't. That's not needed. We need bind gen. I don't think we need regexes or these big numbers, so they can go. Fine. Tell Rusty to optimize for small code size. I think then we're all good. So then the next thing we're going to need is a source directory. Great. And then underneath that we're going to want... That's a good point. What are we going to want? Because we probably don't want to use seed. I think it's time to say goodbye to that old repo now. WebAssembly, Rust, game. Yeah, let's see what we get. Building a canvas snake game. So that's YouTube. I think watching a video whilst I'm streaming is probably a bit too meta. Who's this tutorial for? Rust toolchain for compiling WebAssembly, workflow for developing polyglot programming. I don't like the word polyglot. I don't know, there's something about that word. Is it because I'm unconsciously biased by something? I don't know. Knowing or using several languages. Person who knows and is able to use several languages. So I guess that's spoken language, but in this case we're using... Yeah, not a fan of that word. How to design APIs to take maximum advantage of both Rust and WebAssembly strengths. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. This is literally Conway's Game of Life. That was unintentional. That was unintentional. I did not mean for us to go straight to the Game of Life game. And besides, we're not going to make the Game of Life. We're going to make the Game of Life Extreme Edition. It's going to be like the Game of Life on vast amounts of steroids or something. Maybe we'll make it like 9-dimensional or something ridiculous. Can't even see it. Can't even imagine what it's going to look like. No, I joke. It's probably going to be like 3D at best. This section describes how to set up the tool chain. So we got WebAssembly, cargo generate. So we already got WebAssembly. Cargo install, cargo generate helps you get up and running quickly. I think we already got that as well. We're going to have npm already. I think we're good. I think all of this can go. They give us a template. So maybe we could start off with their version and modify it. I mean, that's the best kind of cheating. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just look at their files and... Okay, so they've got a file here. I'm just going to copy and paste. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. New file, lib.rs. Notice I have not committed yet. I'm very conscious that I haven't done that, but I feel like I just want to get something rendering on the screen. Then we'll go for our first commit. Build the project. Alright, that was... Hang on, there's a utils. What's that? If I click on this, does this take me to... I don't know if the sound of those floorboards is making it through on the stream. Sorry about that. Kind of want a link to this code. Make sure you followed the setup instructions. Get WASM-pack. Yeah, Rust WASM github.io. So maybe it's github.com/rustwasm or something like that. Let's search github.com. I really want to find like the actual version of this code rather than the modified version. Oh, there's this. Basically the thing, right? The main blog, documentation, that's the actual URL. That's the link to it. Someone got an issue? Cargo generate doesn't work. Fine. Kind of Rust WASM game of life. Just catching up with chat. Fitluder, I don't get why you don't just pipe the source code into the mainframe through the pipes in the... No, me neither, mate. I have no idea. No idea. Yep. There's no mainframe here. That might be our first trouble. Okay, so there's loads of Game of Lives, but I feel like none of them... 23 of them are written in Rust. But which one is the real one? Could order it by stars, but... Best match. Most stars. Tutorial based on. Okay, that'll probably do us. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you very much. What could possibly go wrong? What was your good luck in reference to? Was it me saying we're going to make a 9-dimensional game, or just a kind of like good luck and I'm off kind of thing? Source utils. Okay, let's grab ourselves a copy of that. Alright, I feel like that's probably enough for us to try and compile this now. Let's try and compile it. Cargo generate, WASM-pack build. Of course, we've already done this once, right? With I kind of want my remote connection. Why can't I have that? Terminal. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's nice only having 26 dependencies. We can deal with that. Gone are the days when we have 3 figures of dependencies. It's compiling for the first time, so it's going to take a few seconds. And we've already broken something. Let's see what we've got. Use of unstable library feature, rustc private. This crate is being loaded from the sysroot, an unstable location. Did you mean to load this crate from crates.io via cargo toml instead? Yep. What of it? Let's have a look at their cargo toml. Okay, so they've got dependencies listed here. They've got several dependencies actually. Let's have a look. So apparently we're using wasm bindgen. Let's try and compile that. What do you reckon a good first attempt at this is then? So we've now got your wasm package is ready to publish at .package. Okay. So I'd say we've got a strong contender for that. So do we need, what do we need now? An index file? Something to load it up. What's a cargo OK file? Weird. Well, maybe not weird, but that must do something. I just don't know what it actually does. Console error, panic hook, we allocate. Publish to npm. Really? Cool. Wasn't pack test. Oh, I didn't know this was a thing. Oh, we should have used this on the other project. What happens if I do that? Let's leave that doing its thing for a second. Okay, so that ran. No tests were run. Fine. Let's create an index file. Just do like index.html, and we could probably borrow. Yeah, there we go. Let's borrow from the last project we were working on. Let's nab a copy of what? What are we doing? I've already forgotten. This isn't good. Grab a copy of this. That's not really what I want. There's this bootstrap.js. We get a bootstrap.js here? No, we get a game of life.js. Let's grab a copy of this. If you're creating a game of life similar to John Conway's, then one needs to be able to save the starting page as many starter configs either die off or enter a repeating loop flipping between two states. Cool. That is a good point. We will need to do that. I'd say before we even get to that point, we just need to get it rendering something. Okay, so we've got auto thingy and I didn't see it. Tried to help me and I didn't let it. Okay, so that's not anything to do with bootstrap.js. This should be package game of life.js. What do we end up with? There's a d.ts as well with just one thing in it. Or has this got other stuff? I'm not sure what this is about. Let's try with the JS file first of all. And what, I guess, is we're going to want to build this, right? We lost our history. Nope. So WebAssembly build, then run npm install and npm install and npm start. Huh. So I couldn't find package.json. So if I scoot on back over here, we should have, why can't I see package.json? There it is. Let's just take a copy of this and put it over here. Probably have that going on. try running that. Let's just try that. I feel like that's doing more. Definitely a few more errors, isn't there? So what? What is that erroring? So I wanted to rename has values to has values delete, but then ran into an access violation. Then there's a debug log here. Okay, let's have a look at that. Do I believe this might be a permissions issue? I believe anything at this point. Let's try that again. It could be that the editor is trying to scan it, seeing it appear, and then this command is deleting it. It seems unlikely. No such file or directory. Tries to rename. Well, I put it to you that there is no node modules folder at all. So when it says trying to rename, if we run ls-ha that, then oh, there is a node modules folder. Oh, it's up the top. It's up the top. Let's have a look in there. There's definitely stuff in there. I tell you what, we could try. Risky. It's risky. We could try closing this and this. Probably delete those now. These are all of my memory dump files and something about the node path from earlier when I was having trouble with the blue screens. Had a look at one of the bsod files, one of the dumps from that, and it pointed me at an ancient version of Node. Now resolve the problem. Okay, so let's try rerunning that. No, that's big primes. That's the wrong thing. Oh, genuine panic in my voice there. Hate being in the wrong directory when you're running something. Terrifying stuff. Okay, let's try that. Yes. Yeah, add node modules to get ignored. Okay, so that did something a bit differently. Complained about a hash and error in entry module not found, can't resolve dot source. So that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but I think I know what that's going to be. That's going to be this package JSON. Nope. Can't resolve dot slash source. Well, where's it coming from? Where is this source you talk of? Nope. It's going well, this. Let's maximize this. Added 429 packages from 268 contributors. It's using, maybe it's complaining because it can't find Webpack. No. Something about a hot sync. Error in entry module not found. Can't resolve source in But what is that? That's a whole folder. That's not a thing. Module not found. I wonder if this is defaulting to something. This is probably defaulting to something, and I suspect we need to... I'll grab that other window again. I suspect we need to have a webpack file, or config rather, specified. So we probably need one of these. Let's copy one of these, chuck them over here. What have we got going on? There's something about bootstrap.js, but we don't have a bootstrap file. Can I not just use game of life? Can I not do that? I just want that other file. Package / game of life.js. Yes. And then should that be game of life without the folder? It's probably without the folder. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. Okay. Other errors. WebAssembly module is included in initial chunk. This is not allowed because WebAssembly download and compilation must happen asynchronously. Add an asynchronous split point, i.e. an import somewhere between your entry point and the WebAssembly module. Okay. So it needs to happen asynchronously. So are you complaining about the JavaScript file? Including initial chunks. WebAssembly download and compilation must happen asynchronously. Add an async split point. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume I'm not using async in here anywhere. What do you know? Probably not in here. Nope. Nope. So that's probably why, if I go here to this other example we've got, it's probably why there's this bootstrap.js. Got an import and a catch. Fine. Let's take a copy of that. Paste it in here if I must. Dependency graphics anyways must be imported asynchronously. This bootstrap file does the single async import so that no one else needs to worry about it again. Alright, so what if we specified game of life .js. Okay, so now we've got these headphones again, it's slightly painful. Now we've got bootstrap.js, but our index file's probably not going to look for that. Nope. Okay, let's... Oh, that just recompiled on the fly. Failed to compile. Well, try again. Error in WebAssembly modules included an initial chunk. Well, maybe that's the webpack config. So if I Control Z my way back out of this, then we rerun the config or rerun the build. Oh, cool! I think it's going to work. Let's see what horror we uncover. Okay, blank screen. Wasn't the big reveal I was hoping. Refused to apply style because its MIME type is not supported. And strict MIME typing is available. What? Are you saying we're running a c.css file that you can't find? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Yes, that's what you. All of that horrendous error for just not being able to find a file. Okay, let's refresh this till it works. Live reloading enabled. What did you download then? You didn't find a fav icon. Well, I'm shocked. You did find a 368 kilobyte JS file. I don't believe you. No, apparently you did. Okay. So I'm guessing we need to run something now. Loaded up Bootstrap. And in turn, that's loaded up this. And I'm guessing, is there like a JavaScript function for greet then? Is that all it's managed? Greet is not defined. Well, I beg to differ. So we've got no errors, apart from a missing fav icon. So that worked. Oh, we can change that title. Refresh. A hard refresh. So that works. Bootstrap.js is huge. Evaluate in the WASM file. I think this genuinely is the WASM file. Mention of an alert. Do we? I mean, that's just gonna be the standard JavaScript alert. I didn't really think about that. Another one of those flies in here again. Go away, go away. Streaming. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that I just spoke to a fly. Oh god. Right. Head back over here. What is that? That must be something to do with the local test environment, and favicon just won't load anything up because there's no favicon. Alright. What did we expect this to do? What are we compiling? So we've got lib. We should have, so this essentially is saying we've got a greet function that should throw an alert. That's it, that's all it should do. We'll go back to console. Greet is not defined. Well, kind of stuck already, aren't we? Let's commit this at this point. Well, actually, let's check what would be in that commit. Okay, so git add dot git ignore. So we want to hide builds and add a git ignore to hide builds and node modules. Git attributes, so git add dot git attributes. And then we're committing on that. Make sure Windows line endings do not bite us. Okay, you don't like my jokes, fine. Do not bite us. What else have we got? I think the rest we can just say initial commit. Initial compiling and building commit. Because it does compile, it does build. That's true. Push that out. Probably, oh, I was expecting it to complain, not knowing where to push it to, but okay, that's now pushing. I'd expect all that green to disappear over on the left. Come on, you've all been committed, you've all been pushed. Why are you still green? Huh. Okay. Git commit minus A. So we're going to amend the last commit. Or is it? No, maybe it's not minus A. Maybe it's like minus amend. I have. Okay, fine. So now I can git add cargo stuff, bootstrap stuff, index stuff, package. Nearly there. Right, now I can amend the original commit. Changes to be committed, so if I scroll this down, it's going to have everything in there. Make sure Windows line endings do not bite us. No, that's not true at all. Hang on, git log. Make sure Windows line endings don't bite us. That's fine. Yeah, why did I think that was wrong? Git status. Hang on, have I just undone something by accident? I shouldn't have done that. It needs to be committed. So I want to unstage. How do I unstage? Git remove maybe? Git unstage. Git add. I haven't added them all. Maybe it's git remove. Git remove. Dot git attributes. Maybe it is git reset as it says. Just check where we are on this. Make sure Windows line endings do not bite us. This is just going around in circles. What if I just do a git reset entirely? Git status. Git commit. I feel like that last commit really messed it up. Git undo last commit. Let's just completely undo it. Like git checkout head -1 or head 1 or something. Have you committed? Yes, I'm in the middle of a bad merge. I'm in the middle of a bad rebase. Yes, commits were made. Do you have uncommitted stuff in your working directory? No. Yes, I have bad changes. Working directory is dirty. Yes, I have good changes. Working directory is dirty. Save it. Commit them on the local branch. Commit them on another branch. Commit them. Wow. Oh yeah, I could use -p, couldn't I? Git commit minus minus amend minus p. Nope, doesn't want me to do that either. Okay, how about if I just git commit the particular file? Changes to be committed. Welcome everybody, this is turning into a stream all about how to get stuck in Git. All I'm going to do is go back one... Let's have a look. What have we got online at the moment? Go here. Commits. Make sure Windows line endings do not bite us. So if I have a look at this, we can see just the one file. Fine. So we have this. We have this. So if I just git check out this, then I do a git status. Head is detached. Fine. Then I do git just check out master. Previous head position was make sure switch to branch master. Then if I do a git commit, branch origin master have diverged. Oh wow. This is not looking good, is it? Alright, I have a plan. mkdir. So this is probably going to get upset. Let's move game of life to game of life dot busted. Of course it's permission denied because I'm opening the editor. Let's do it manually. Close this. Go to a mount point. Go here. And let's move game of life to game of life dot busted. I know I misspelled it, it doesn't matter. Go here. Clone. Yep. Clone a copy of that. Of course, that would have been too easy. Great. So now I can close that. Open this up in another editor. Open recent, game of life. This should be reasonably good, but it'll probably be missing a lot of files. Like a lot of files. Close all of that. Of course you're unable to open those files. They aren't there anymore. Then I go up to game of life busted. We are going to want a bunch of stuff. I guess actually, you know what, I could open up another window, which would be neat for just dragging stuff across. Do that. Drag some stuff from somewhere. Open folder. Life busted, yep. Okay, so what haven't we got? We've not got bootstrap, cargo. Copy those. Paste them over here. We also haven't got no modules or package or source or target. So let's copy all of those and gently place those over here. Probably sit back for a minute whilst that copies like 100,000 files. Done. Close that. Right. Now we can go back to our working game of life. Well, say working, not broken. Now I can commit this. Fine. Git commit. Cargo. Why do I not get autocomplete? Very strange. So we can, yeah, commit that, commit bootstrap, dots, JS, and index, and anything to do with the package, and the source directory, because that's important, and the webpack thing. Just commit all of that. What? Because they're not added, right? If I did a git add star, that's probably what I wanted to do, really. Right. Okay. Initial buildable version. It gives us something. Okay, all good. We're pushing that now. Right, so let's go up through our history. And let's check this still works. What do we miss? Webpack dev server not found. We missed something. So, okay, let's go up through the history. So we know at some point we run npm install. Guess we could run WebAssembly build just in case we broke something there. Have a good one, Greygit. Cheers. Cheers for unsticking me earlier. That was troubled times. Now let's try running this. Oh, that's got no further. So I remember this from the previous project. I can't remember where we put it. Spawn failed at the same time. Start script. This is probably not a problem with npm. There is likely additional logging output above. Well, there is an output above. This is a problem in here. Webpack dev server. Something not installed properly. Yeah. Can't find Webpack dev server. So that should be where is our node stuff? So we've got package lock. Ah, you know what? You know what? I'm going to be very bold here. I'm going to delete package lock and I'm going to get it to reinstall everything. I think this might be no help at all. Okay. Git ignore. Did I put something in git ignore I shouldn't have done? No modules is good. So, I mean, if I manually run Webpack, does that work? Webpack not found. npm install and npm starts. So, if I look through our history and I search for, I think I'm going to go for the word build. Feeling good about the word build. npm install and npm. And that's what we ran, right? Yeah. And we ran wasmpack build, yeah. So maybe we need to ditch cargo lock as well. Could try. It's worth it. It's worth just rebuilding WebAssembly as well. I really don't think that's got anything to do with it, because that's not what it's complaining about. It's complaining about a problem with Webpack dev server. And curiously, it doesn't seem to then build a. It has. I think we've got a problem with file locking again. I'm just going to close everything. Just close these editors. File locking's the wrong word. That's not what I mean. Game of life busted. What's this one? All of GitHub, all of GitHub, all of GitHub. Okay. Open recent. Game of life. So try again. Oh, now there's a package lock file there. Yeah, same again. All right, I might admit defeat on this. Might take a break for a while. Maybe come back to this later, but feel like I'm just going to be running around in circles on what will probably turn out to be a really simple error that my brain cannot fathom at the moment. Maybe I should Google it. Maybe I should Google it before I admit defeat. Let's just have a Google. Just have a Google. Command not found. That's getting really old. I'm not going to say the G word again, but she keeps talking to me. She keeps thinking I'm talking to her, but I'm not. Brilliant. Oh wow, so we just really never installed it. Really? Just never installed it. Let's install it globally. Do that. That errored a lot. The same error? No, it's a new error. Access. Permission denied again. So I'm guessing, therefore, I could run it as sudo. Sudo it. Let's have a guess of the old password, see what comes out. Yeah, you got it first time. Hopefully this will get through without erroring. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, let's try starting the local server. See what we get, see what we get. And an error. Failed at the name. Start script. There. It must be this. Probably that. And I reckon this is an issue with... Now it's saying it can't find Webpack. I mean, I can install Webpack. I shouldn't need to. Certainly shouldn't need to do it with sudo. I feel like that's just asking to get owned. That one. Okay. Alright, so we could now be looking at a local version running. Okay, so we're back to here. So now I can at least commit saying, you know, we got it compiling. Git status, git diff. Really? There's nothing to commit. We didn't do anything. I guess we had to install those two, right? I feel like we should add these to the README. Let's add these to the README. Let's do that. Install local dev setup. Well, we ran this, and we ran that. I'm not going to admit that we installed them as sudo. That seems like a terrible idea. Fine. PM start. Local dev setup. Local dev run. Okay. Let's commit this. So we added local dev environment. Oh, that is not how you spell that. Local dev environment setup instructions. That is broadly speaking true. That is what we did. The thing is, as much as we have done this thing, we haven't actually got it to do anything. We've got a blank screen. And that's it. That's all we've got. So let's see if we can figure out why. So this should have compiled with a greet function. That's what greet is not defined. Well, I'm sure everything gives that exact same error. This is saying that greet was never compiled, I guess. But it's in lib.rs. And that's the first file that Rust would load. Have we got we allocate? Has that been installed? Let's check that in the cargo toml. Yep. Requires nightly power. Oh wow, I've been using my computer so long that my screen is going to try and power off on me. There we go, solved it. Config if version 1.2. You know, I mean, we could try and upgrade these. Just maximize everything, right? Cargo. Cargo update do, I wonder? It's got to do. Cargo upgrade? Let's try that. Okay. Update dependencies listed in cargo lock. Cargo clean. Well, how about what if I want to bump like config if? Like, how do I know that that's stuck on version 0.1.2? I mean, maybe there's like a whole new version of that out. Yeah, like 1.9.